never seen swimming holes like these. We're tracking down amazing top secret spots, calling you to dive right in. From a bright blue lagoon off the coast of Italy, to a Japanese plunge pool surrounded by waterfalls.
It's amazing.
Explore a lost world underground in Missouri.
Crazy. Incredible.
And take the wettest boat ride of your life in Brazil. Pack your ropes, your paddle, and don't forget your surfboard. Because you're about to visit some of the best secret swimming holes the world has to offer.
I think this is one of the most fun days in my life.
We start our journey in Japan, on the southern tip of the island of Kyushu, where a series of waterfalls provides one of the world's most peaceful swims. Kyushu is Japan's third largest island and is home to over 12 million people, most of whom live in the northwest cities of Fukuoka, Kitakyushu, and Kumamoto. But head to the southern part of Kyushu, and things get a whole lot quieter, with lush, undeveloped areas full of outdoor adventures. The best of which hides 2 miles outside the small town of Mina Miyosumi, where you can take a tranquil forest dip beneath the stunning Ogawa Falls.
Whoa. We have arrived.
Backpackers Christina and Gabriel have spent the past few weeks exploring Japan. And yesterday, they got a local tip about Ogawa Falls.
We don't speak Japanese, we don't read Japanese, but this might be the sign for the waterfall. It's not that far, 1,200 meters.
Yeah.
As you hike, you'll have ample opportunities to dip your feet in the Ogawa River, which runs alongside the trail.
Woo, this is nice.
Not that cold, it's just refreshing.
Oh my God, the sand is so nice to walk in. I'm so happy we're doing this.
Continue upstream for 20 minutes, and you'll finally find the source of all that crystal clear water.
Woohoo!
Ogawa Falls is 150 feet tall and almost 200 feet wide, pouring over and under striking basalt cliffs.
It's one of the best waterfalls I've seen. So many streams. You can see there. It's amazing. Woo! Woo!
Summer temperatures regularly top 90 degrees here. So at the end of a long hike, this 60-degree pool makes for a welcome reward.
The water is great, it's crystal clear, you can see everything.
Oh my God, this is great! Woo.
And for even more refreshment, head for the waterfall itself.
I always wanted to get under a waterfall. Yeah. It was awesome. I felt reborn. It was very beautiful.
We pitched our tent right in front of the waterfall. That was amazing. Awesome day, awesome location. It was so exciting. I'm very happy.
Come to Ogawa Falls. You'll not regret it, I'll tell you for sure.
Now we're off to Hawaii and the island of Kauai. But we're not going to relax. We're going for action. Kauai is the oldest of Hawaii's 8 islands, so it stands to reason that it's also the most lush and overgrown. Near the center of the island is the impressive Mount Waialeale, and on the west side, the Waimea River has carved what's known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. And while those areas provide great outdoor adventures, they pale in comparison to what waits on Kauai's southern coast. a peaceful-looking stretch of sand that's secretly the island's most exciting place to cliff jump. The adrenaline pumping. Shipwrecks Beach.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
You guys ready to go to Shipwrecks?
Let's go.
Yeah, ready. All right.
Friends Donovan, Kakoa, and Makana have heard about the epic diving at Shipwrecks Beach, and today they're going to try it out for themselves.
Definitely gonna jump. I might even try a gainer or a backflip. Savage. What is the highest height you've done a backflip off of? Probably like 20 feet. 20 feet? Yeah, this is a little bit higher. Might try something new today. Feeling pretty good about it.
All right.
The beach itself is well marked, as is the path to the sand. But almost none of the visitors to Shipwrecks know of a secret trail to the left, which leads to the cliffs.
It's gonna be a good day, guys. Weather's on our side.
A steep, rocky climb winds through the pine trees and then emerges at one of the world's most spectacular high dives.
Woo! Oh, this is outstanding.
Made it!
The cliff here is 37 feet high, with a stunning view of the coast and the turquoise Pacific Ocean below.
Water's so clear. Looks so nice. You guys ready to jump in there?
Yeah. There's a little bit of waves today, and it's a little intimidating. There's some wind chop, but I think we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna go for it.
If you're not an experienced cliff diver, you can hike back down to the water and enjoy a calm beach day. But for those with the right skills, there's a much quicker way to hit the surf.
Pretty high up here. It feels pretty good though. This is a good height. That was awesome.
The water temperature stays in the 70s year-round, so you're guaranteed a refreshing splashdown.
That was sweet.
It felt amazing, you know, after that hike. Being able to just jump off a cliff straight into that nice cold blue water. There's no feeling like that.
The weather's outstanding. We're gonna go ahead and look at the beach. It's a gorgeous day.
Another great day with the boys. These guys pulled off some awesome tricks. It was so sick.
I was kind of scared in the beginning, but, you know, you gotta go for it sometimes.
Another good day in the water.
Now we're off to Greece and the island of Crete to track down a top-secret beach at the end of an incredible cliffside path. Greece has over 1,000 islands to explore, but one of the best known and most traveled is definitely Crete. Every year, more than 2 million tourists head to Crete, which is roughly the size of Connecticut and boasts 650 miles of shoreline. But you can still get a peaceful escape at one particular stretch of coast, because the route there requires nerves of steel. Follow a set of sheer cliffs by car and by foot, and you can have a day to yourself at the beautiful Preveli Beach.
Guys, are you ready to go to Preveli?
Today, Katerina is taking her friends Ileana, Manolis, Stelios, and George to Preveli Beach.
Preveli Beach is a really unique place, but you have to hike to get there. It's not easy to find it.
The 25-mile drive from the village of Rethymno starts off easy, but it doesn't stay that way for long.
And here comes the bump.
The winding road narrows to a single lane, barely holding one car against the edge of a cliff as you head towards the sea. If you make it down the hill, a hand-painted sign marks a small parking lot near the water.
So nice.
From here, it's a 20-minute hike to Preveli Beach. But just like the drive, a steep cliffside path awaits.
So much fun!
Look at this view.
As you hike, you'll get gorgeous Mediterranean views to your left side almost the entire way. And once the trail crests a hill, you'll get the most epic view of all.
Wow.
Oh my God.
The Greek island of Crete features many gorgeous beaches along its 650-mile coastline. But one hard-to-reach beach offers a view unlike any of the others.
Oh my God.
The 600-foot-long Preveli Beach is unique because it offers two different water experiences. Sparkling blue salt water on one side and a bright green freshwater river on the other.
We're gonna have so much fun today.
Yeah.
The Cassano River Gorge winds deep into the nearby mountains, and its final quarter-mile stretch to the beach provides a relaxing float.
On our way here, we bought some inflatable toys. The boys are pumping them up. I can't wait to take the guys over there.
As you head upstream, you'll enter a palm forest along the river's edge.
It's really refreshing.
I think the most unique part about Preveli Beach, you have this tropical part. This is really unique for Crete. It's really amazing.
The river water stays at a cool 70 degrees for most of the summer, and it will gently lead you back out to the Mediterranean Sea, where the water is even warmer and all yours to enjoy.
We have the whole shore by ourselves and we're ready to go and swim. Yeah, we had an awesome day. It was amazing.
It's the best combination. It's not only a beach. You can hike, you can do a lot of things.
You can swim, you can float in the river. It's really, really cool.
Now we head just down the Mediterranean to Italy and the island of Sicily, to a secret beach where you can swim in some of the most colorful water in the world. Sicily is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea, and it offers an incredibly diverse landscape to explore. The capital, Palermo, is home to 1.2 million residents, and when they want to get out of the city, many head an hour and a half west to a popular public beach called San Vito lo Capo. But if you'd rather ditch the crowds, all you have to do is venture 2.5 miles farther down the coast. There, you'll find a secluded beach with whiter sand, brighter water, and total privacy, called the Spiaggia di Macari. Today, Sicilians Claudia, Alberto, and Piero are taking their first ever trip to Spiaggia di Macari, and they've opted for an eco-friendly mode of transportation.
I was born in Palermo. It's a great city, but it's really busy.
During the winter, the beach is only a 10-minute drive from San Vito lo Capo. But in summer, the road is closed to cars. Luckily, horses are allowed year-round.
The ride is so beautiful because you feel like you're flying. You can feel this refreshed air in your face. It's something that you can't explain.
The road eventually turns into a dirt trail, passing cactus fields along the way. You'll soon spot the ocean dead ahead. Turn left and continue south along the shoreline, and you'll finally reach your jaw-dropping destination.
Wow!
It's like paradise.
The Spiaggia di Macari is a stretch of lava-crafted coast, met by a kaleidoscope of blues and greens from the waters of the Mediterranean Sea.
Oh, look at the color of the water. It's a beautiful place.
The first thing you'll notice are a series of sparkling natural pools. But the rocks can be sharp, so be sure and wear sturdy footwear as you approach the water's edge. And once you've taken in the view, it's time to take the plunge. The water may look shallow, but the ocean floor drops quickly here to 12 feet deep.
I love the jump off the rocks. Swimming in the sea is the best.
The water is not so cold, so we can have fun in the water for a long time.
And once you're ready to relax and soak up the scenery, Spiaggia di Macari has you covered for that too. The soft white sand stretches for over half a mile, and you'll almost certainly have it all to yourself.
I love Sicily because of its weather, because of the sea, and because this secret special place.
Today is perfect. You have to come to this beach.
Now we're off to Missouri, 60 miles south of St. Louis, to a surprising subterranean swimming hole that's been frozen in time. Southern Missouri is dominated by the famed Ozarks, a highland region known for rich mineral deposits. Mines have been operating in the area since the 1850s. But eventually, every mine runs out of ore, leaving behind a ghost town where there was once bustling activity. And in one case, something else was left behind as well. A massive freshwater lake, hundreds of feet underground, that you can not only visit, but you can dive in. And it's called the Bonne Terre Mine.
All right. You ready for this, dude?
Guess so. We'll find out.
Find out.
Jim and his son Nick are avid scuba divers, and they've heard about an epic dive in the tiny town of Bonne Terre. But so far, they haven't been able to find it.
Bonne Terre Mine, in the middle of nowhere. This is kind of freaky.
We made it. Man, this place is weird.
Where's the diving?
Where are the people?
Where's the water?
This place is like an old western town. Never really seen anything like it.
Above ground, Bonne Terre might not seem like much, but head to the local scuba shop and you'll soon learn there's a lot more than meets the eye.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Come on in.
I'm Jim.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Doug.
Hi, Doug. Jim.
The dive shop sits near a small red barn, which, believe it or not, hides a world-class dive site. Not inside, but underneath.
We're about to enter the center of the earth.
In fact, the dive site isn't just under the barn.
65 steps to paradise.
It's under the entire town.
Huge. Wow.
For 100 years, from 1860 until 1960, the St. Joe Lead Company mined their product here, going deeper every year. When the mine closed, they left behind a vast underground city, abandoning 17 miles of caverns.
This is crazy. I've never seen anything quite like this. I mean, it just seems to go on forever. It's incredible.
We're 200 feet below the surface of the earth right now.
While the mine was in use, large pumps kept out the groundwater. But once those pumps turned off, the cavities eventually filled with 1 billion gallons, creating the world's largest subterranean lake.
I'm ready to go. Let's suit up.
The mine offers walking and boat tours of the caverns year-round. But scuba divers get the best experience of all, because an entire forgotten world waits beneath the surface. Coming up, a heart-racing plunge in Arizona. And later, a trip to Brazil, to the largest system of waterfalls on the planet. For 100 years, Missouri's Bonne Terre Mine was a bustling supplier of the U.S. lead industry. But when the mine shut down and groundwater filled in, it created the world's largest subterranean lake and one of the most mysterious scuba dive sites you'll ever see.
Gotta tell you, this is a little spooky.
24 dive trails have been laid out, with an average depth of 50 feet. But the deepest parts are 275 feet. No algae can grow down here, so the water is crystal clear with a constant 58-degree temperature.
When they abandoned that mine, they have left all of this history down here for us to discover.
You'll swim through an impressive forgotten world with massive 200-foot stone pillars and haunting stairways that now lead to nowhere.
We come up on those stairs and it just kind of came out of the blackness. That's something that I'll never forget.
Man, that's crazy.
Incredible.
Never seen anything quite like that before.
Bonne Mine is probably one of the most unique places to dive on the entire planet.
Today was awesome. We drove through Bonne Terre, and I would have never guessed that there was this underwater world. It was indescribable.
Now we head to Portugal, 25 miles outside of Lisbon, where a hidden lagoon leads to an action-packed beach. Lisbon is one of the oldest capitals in the world, predating both Rome and Paris by centuries. Today, it's visited by 7 million tourists each year. The city itself offers some beautiful beaches, but they can definitely get crowded. So when the locals want a quiet day on the coast, they take a quick 40-minute drive outside the city to a beach that has inviting salt water on both sides of the sand. This is the action-packed Albufeira Lagoon.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Alex, Paulina, Daniel, and Annetta are in from out of town, and their Portuguese friend Manuel has planned an extra special beach day.
Oh, so each of us will get one board.
Exactly.
Today I'm going to take my friends from Spain and from Poland to see my secret spots.
I'm really excited because I've never been here. We both live in Lisbon. I guess we'll have the full day of water activities.
The town of Lagoa de Albufeira is tiny, less than 1.5 square miles. No matter where you start, it's just a short walk to the coast. And what a coast it is.
Wow! Yeah? No way.
In the middle of an 18-mile beach, a giant sandbar stretches half a mile long and almost just as wide, separating the Atlantic Ocean from the Albufeira Lagoon.
Blue sky, full sun, lagoon here, ocean there. Like, it's a paradise. I really love it here.
Oh, it's so refreshing.
Each side of the sandbar provides its own unique experience. The lagoon side has calm, flat water that the sun warms up to 74 degrees. And if you grab a paddle, the smooth conditions make it easy to explore. The lagoon and the ocean have an interesting relationship here. Some days they're completely separated, and other days you can paddle between them.
Ocean, here I come! Woo! Finally!
I think this is one of the most fun days in my life.
Once you reach the Atlantic side, get ready for a change. The water is significantly colder, and the activities get a whole lot wilder. The ocean swells here range from 3 to 8 feet, so grab a surfboard and you'll find yet another way to have fun at this diverse coastal playground.
It was really exciting to be able to experience this contrast between the calm water of the lagoon and then have the chance to go surfing.
I really enjoyed the day. That was really amazing experience for me.
As a whole, it was a perfect day.
Now we head to Arizona, 80 miles north of Phoenix, where a secret swimming hole awaits at the end of a heart-racing canyon descent. Just outside of Phoenix is the majestic Tonto National Forest. Its borders stretch for almost 3 million miles, making it the country's 5th largest. Many visitors here head straight for Theodore Roosevelt Lake. It's the oldest reservoir in Arizona, and since 1911, it's been a popular place for locals to camp, boat, and cool off in the summer. But there's another way to cool off that's a whole lot wilder. Head past the lake and into the wilderness, and if you've got what it takes, you can try to find the incredible canyon pool locals call the Jug.
All right, so we're just gonna be headed down this road right to the trailhead. All right,
Do it.
let's get on our way.
Locals Brindy, Asa, Carly, and Zeb have made the 3-hour trip from Phoenix to the Jug before. But navigating the final 12 miles of dirt roads can be tricky.
Little stream crossing right here in front of us. We're gonna do a little bit of off-roading and get through just fine.
We're the only ones here.
But believe it or not, the drive was the easy part. The hike is 5 miles round trip through a desert, so be sure to bring plenty of water.
Rub-a-dub-dub, it's time for the Jug!
You'll know you're going the right way if you reach a barbed wire fence across the trail.
So we are now entering Siloam Wilderness, where we'll be able to go into the Jug. It's blocked off to keep out animals.
Number one rule in the wilderness is if you open a gate, you close it behind you.
From here, it's a quick descent straight down to the river. At this point, the river becomes your path. It's a full mile of trekking, scrambling, and swimming through the water. The pink granite walls have been rubbed smooth by years of erosion, and so has the riverbed itself, which can help you get down a whole lot quicker.
Second slide, it's a little steeper than the last.
As you make the steep descent, the Slot Canyon narrows to just 5 feet wide before leveling out at a long pool.
Ooh, it's so clear.
Yeah, this is like pristine water.
Yeah.
Swim across, and you'll finally reach the Jug. But there's one little obstacle first, a 50-foot drop.
You just gotta go for it.
No turning back.
No turning back.
Deep in Arizona's Tonto National Forest, there's a water-filled slot canyon that leads to a secret swimming hole called the Jug. Here, at the base of a stunning waterfall, you'll find brilliant green 40-foot wide circular pools. But first, you'll have to reach them from the top of a 50-foot descent.
The whole trip here is building to this point. This is the ultimate part of the Jug.
If you're afraid of heights, I don't recommend this hike.
A set of ropes will get you to a 20-foot long platform with a steep incline. From there, you'll have to let go for a leap of faith.
You just kind of get a running head start, and off the edge you go.
As you splash down, you'll be going up to 40 miles per hour into the pool below.
It's really refreshing. I actually feel really invigorated right now.
I always get nervous before a big jump. I have butterflies, but this is what it's all about. You just have to go for
it. The water in the Jug is 15 feet deep and an energizing 65 degrees. After all the effort to get here, you'll want to enjoy it for as long as you can before heading back to the trail.
I feel alive.
That's exactly what you want to do. It's a really fun trip, and this is definitely the highlight of the trip.
Don't tell too many people. Let's keep it top secret.
We gotta keep it top secret.
Next, we head to Georgia, 80 miles north of Atlanta, where a little-known waterfall provides one of the state's most playful escapes. The stunning Blue Ridge Mountains start in Pennsylvania and end in Georgia. Part of their southern section includes the Chattahoochee National Forest. More than 750,000 acres of rolling hills, deep gorges, and the 57-mile-long Chattahoochee River. And while that river might be well known, there's one special section that's not. But ask a local for directions, and you might find a secret waterfall-fed swimming hole that offers unmatched summertime fun. And it's called Dix Creek Falls.
Hey, how are y'all?
Logan, Anna, Ashley, and Whitney are all friends from the same gym in the town of Dahlonega. Today, they're taking a half-hour drive to Dix Creek Falls.
See you at the falls.
The trail to Dix Creek is unmarked. Instead, follow the signs for Waters Creek Campground off of Route 19.
We're here.
There are several trails in the area. The correct path heads straight into the forest for 1.5 miles.
You're pretty much going up the side of a mountain wherever you go around here. That makes it a little bit difficult.
Once the trail reaches the top of the hill, you'll see that you're also at the top of something else.
Y'all, that is so worth the hike.
The top section of Dix Creek Falls is called Sliding Rock. Here, the river drops 40 feet over a large granite slab, which creates a speedy natural water slide.
The water is so clear.
This is spectacular. I mean, I didn't know this was even here. It's astounding. Let's do it! Woo!
About to slide down the sliding rock. I'm very excited.
Locals have left a rope to assist with the slippery climb. Once you settle in, the water and gravity will take care of the rest. 2 hours north of Atlanta, Georgia, there's a secret swimming hole where you can escape the city and beat the heat, called Dix Creek Falls. But there's still plenty of action, thanks to a 40-foot-high water slide.
At the bottom, you kind of go airborne for the last little bit there.
You literally get launched down the water slide there. It's crazy.
But don't spend all day at the slide, because Dix Creek Falls still has more to offer. It's just a quick climb down a muddy embankment to reach an even bigger thrill downstream.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
The lower section of Dix Creek is a 60-foot-long series of multi-tiered cascades. And if you climb up the left side of the falls, you'll find the perfect hidden spot to end your day. A secret 6-foot-deep natural jacuzzi in the middle of the downpour.
Oh, it's crazy deep, you guys. Unreal. That was so exciting. It's not something you would want to miss out on. Like, it seems kind of risky and a little scary getting up there, but it's so worth it.
That was exhilarating. This is going to be a go-to place for a long time for me.
Now we head to Mexico, just outside of Cabo San Lucas, where there's a secret beach that might be the country's most romantic getaway. Back in the 1970s, Cabo San Lucas was just a small fishing village. But all that changed in 1977 when an airport opened nearby. Today, the city's luxury hotels attract nearly 2 million visitors each year. The area is actually not known for beach swimming, thanks to rough ocean currents, so water seekers tend to take a spot by the pool. But there is one fantastic beach swim available that almost nobody knows, because it takes a boat ride to access. Find your way there, and you can have a private escape at the aptly named Lover's Beach. college sweethearts Hannah and Max moved to Mexico after graduation. And today, Max has planned them an extra special beach day.
We don't usually go to beaches, but we're gonna have our own beach today, so hopefully she'll like that. The water looks great.
You can't see Lover's Beach from Cabo San Lucas because it's completely walled off by the imposing Mount Solmar. But it's only 15 minutes away by boat.
I'm scared it's gonna be cold when we go in.
The ride is full of stunning views of limestone formations, where sea lions often congregate.
On the way over, you could see this rock, and on it had to be about 10 or 15 just hanging out, having a good time. I've never seen them before in real life, so it was really awesome.
Oh, there's another one right there. Yeah. He's all alone. Hey.
Eventually, you'll reach one of Mexico's most iconic natural treasures, the famed El Arco, a perfectly formed rock arch where the Pacific meets the Sea of Cortez.
That's so cool.
I've seen the pictures about the arch, but I've never actually got to see it with my own eyes before, and it was amazing. It just blew my mind away.
This jagged area is called Land's End because it marks the very tip of the Baja Peninsula. It's here, hiding between the rocks, where you'll find a little patch of sandy paradise called Lover's Beach.
Oh my God.
Lover's Beach is a 165-foot pocket of soft white sand, sandwiched between the 200-foot tall jagged cliffs of Land's End.
This is so great. How'd you find this? The sand is white, the water is blue, it's peaceful, it's great to come here.
This is perfect.
Unlike Cabo's other beaches, here at Lover's Beach, the protected cove and calmer seas are perfect for playing in the water and checking out what's swimming underneath the waves. Nearly 900 different species of fish live in these sparkling waters. You'll have a lot more company than you do on the shore. But that's the beauty of Lover's Beach.
I saw way more fish than I thought I was going to. They were all different colors. It was really awesome.
Today was really special. We saw a lot of wildlife that I've never seen before.
This beach is amazing. It's so beautiful. The sun is shining today, and we'll always have this special memory together at the beach.
I think I scored some major points today. Yeah.
Coming up, a wet and wild ride into the largest waterfall system in the world. Had enough climbing, hiking, and diving for top secret water adventures? Now we've got one more bonus cascade that's equally amazing, but a lot easier to find, because it's the largest waterfall system in the world. We're off to Brazil, on the border with Argentina, to get up close and personal with one of the most impressive natural wonders on the planet. Argentina and Brazil are the two biggest countries in South America, taking up over 4 million square miles. Argentina's capital of Buenos Aires is the most visited city on the entire continent, while Brazil's beaches and rainforest are well-known destinations. But a visit to either country wouldn't be complete without a stop at the same place. A waterfall so massive, it touches two nations and can be seen from space. And it's called Iguazu Falls.
I'm really excited because we've just arrived at the waterfalls and I've seen them from the car window for the first time and they look amazing.
Scottish travel vlogger Sean has spent plenty of time in Brazil, but he's never visited the famed Iguazu Falls until today.
Walking through the forest, we're on our way.
The falls are surrounded by an inland rainforest that's teeming with life.
Lots of moths and butterflies here. You can hear all around us, you can hear the bugs croaking and screaming.
But as you walk through the trees, the sounds of nature are gradually replaced with something else.
You can hear the waterfalls. You're getting close.
Follow the metal catwalk, and you'll end up directly above the spectacular cascade.
That's incredible.
Iguazu Falls stretches for 1.7 miles across the Parana Plateau, and it's not just one curtain of water. It's actually 275 individual waterfalls that drop from a height of over 200 feet.
That's probably one of the most amazing places I've ever seen in my life. It's extraordinary.
The most active section is called the Devil's Throat. Here, 50% of the total water flow pours through a small U-shaped area.
So much power in that water. Unbelievable.
Iguazu Falls was formed by a violent volcanic eruption over 130 million years ago, which created a vast rift in the earth. And yes, you can visit the bottom of that rift as well.
We're going to get a boat, which is going to take us right under the falls.
Boat charters here cost about $30 US. Money well spent for one of the wettest, wildest rides you'll ever take. Here you can experience the power of 52,000 cubic feet of water per second splashing down. That's enough to fill over 42 Olympic-sized swimming pools every minute.
If you get the chance to come here one day, do it. It's worth it. Such an amazing place.